Today I'm going to show you what a safari looks like in the Pearl of Africa. Welcome to Queen Elizabeth National Park. Another early morning wake-up call here in Uganda. When you're traveling Africa, you have to really get used to the early mornings. Yeah, that's what safari is all about. But at least the guys here at Primate Lodge wake you up with coffee. If you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you'll notice that a couple of videos ago I mentioned that I don't want to cover any safaris anymore. And in fact, Queen Elizabeth National Park was not on my itinerary when I was coming to Uganda. But here's the thing, when I travel, I usually collaborate with hotels. And so I got in touch with this hotel over here, Primate Lodge, and it turns out that it's part of a bigger company called Uganda Lodges. And so the owner, he's called Amos, he called me up. He was like, I love what you're doing. Why don't you come to our property in Queen Elizabeth National Park? And I was a bit hesitant, and he told me that, you know, you can't come to the Pearl of Africa and not visit Queen Elizabeth National Park. It's basically like the Serengeti of Tanzania or the Masai Mara of Kenya. And actually, he is kind of right. We have to check out what the main safari destination here in Uganda has to offer. All right, let's go. Oh my god, the largest family of baboons I've ever seen has come to bid us farewell. All right, bye-bye. So we have a 2.5 hour journey ahead of us, and today we're traveling with Great Lakes Safaris. Thank you. Ooh, whoa. This is so nice. That looks so good. Thank you. We've just checked in. We're staying at a place called Elephant Plains Lodge. And this place, our room is beautiful. Beautiful setup. Spacious bathroom. Hello. 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 And the views are incredible. So right outside over here, there's a view of a lake. It's a crater lake. I don't know what the name is. It was a really difficult name to pronounce. So before getting to Queen Elizabeth National Park, we've stopped over by the equator, which is just before the national park. And in order to prove that you're on the equator, they do an experiment over here that I want to show you guys. Hello.
Here basically we demonstrate to you a force caused by the Earth's rotation.
So the equator is a line that divides the Earth into the northern and the southern hemispheres. And objects in the southern hemisphere tend to deflect to the left while they're moving. So you'll notice over here when the water is pouring out, the leaf is moving counterclockwise. Time to go to the northern hemisphere. In the northern hemisphere, objects tend to deflect towards the right. And so right now, the leaf is moving clockwise. And now, on the equator.
So this line was first discovered 1700 years back by the Frenchmen in Ecuador. Ecuador is a Spanish word for equator, so their country is called equator. So let us see what happens right in the center.
What? Nothing happens. And that effect right there is called the Coriolis effect. Super cool. So it's time to do the usual tourist trick of stepping into the northern hemisphere and then stepping into the southern hemisphere and then going back to the northern hemisphere and back to the southern hemisphere. I'd like to thank Surfshark for sponsoring today's video. As a traveler who uses all sorts of internet connections available to me during my travels, I've been kept safe by using Surfshark, which has the best VPN on the internet. VPN stands for Virtual Private Network, and it basically encrypts all the data that's moving between your computer to the internet. This data could be sensitive information such as passwords or even bank account information. Once encrypted, this data is safe from anyone who may be trying to steal it. But a VPN can be used for more than just online security.
security. For example, I'm a Kenyan, and while in Kenya, I can't access a lot of international content on Netflix, which happen to be my favorite TV shows. By using Surfshark, I can virtually change my country to unlock all my favorite TV shows. So if you don't have a VPN, then you're missing out on a magical online life, and I highly recommend Surfshark. It's the only VPN on the internet that allows unlimited devices on just one account. You can use the code AdventureSing to get 83% off plus 3 extra free months. It's all risk-free because they have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So just click the link below to get started.
Are you ready?
Ready?
ready to go.
So this here is our guide. His name is
Eddie.
and off we go into Queen Elizabeth National Park, which is the second biggest national park here in Uganda. And one thing that doesn't seem to be different from Tanzania and Kenya is that the cloudy weather just follows me every time I go for a safari. So in this national park is the big four. Unfortunately, there's no rhinos, there's no giraffes, and there's no cheetahs. Everything else you might be able to see. So the park is 1950 something kilometers squared, and it's divided into two. You have the northern side and the southern side, and it also has three types of vegetations: the woodlands, the forest, and the savanna. In the woodlands you'll find elephants and other animals, and in the forest you can find chimps. Now another cool thing about this national park is that you can find lions that climb on trees. That is really cool. Do you know how the lions learned how to climb trees?
The famous tree climbing lions are in the southern part of the park.
Okay.
So the landscape of the area and the tree type, which is in the other side, it forced them to climb up into the trees, and as well they can spot far distances prey.
I was just gonna say that they wanted to compete with the chimps.
No, all cats climb.
Look at the cows run! Run, cows, run! Guys, a whole elephant herd. And there's a little baby, look at it! It's so cute. Wow! Look at it, it's so small. Those over there, they're water bucks, and they're part of the impala family. They're so beautiful. I've never seen these many water bucks in one place. Wow! Look at their horns. They're fighting! They're fighting! So the national park has 615 species of birds. It's truly a bird watcher's paradise. And for the past 15 minutes, there's this one bird, or a couple of them. They're called swallows, and they've been following our car. They look so beautiful flying along with us. So there's a lion that we've just spotted, and around its neck is a collar. It looks like a pet lion, but basically they put a collar around it so that they can track it. There's a lot of local communities that live here in the national park, and so in order to make sure that the lions are safe and they're a safe distance away from the communities, they have to put collars and track them using satellites, so that when they come close to the community, then rangers can come and start chasing them away, because they want to avoid human-animal conflict. You have this one water buck that's chasing the other one, and it keeps knocking it with its horns from the back. Guys, look at that. Oh wow, these guys are hilarious. That there is a hippo that thinks it's a buffalo. I've never really seen a hippo walking on the ground during the daytime. This one here is covered in mud and is grazing. Wow. One of the most prevalent impala here at the park is called the cob, and right now we've come to a mating ground for the cobs.
The males come in an area, they make it a zero grazing area. They mark territories, and how they mark territories, they create like kind of a circle. Female come in a big number, they get in the middle of the circle, so they keep walking around that territory looking for the best male.
This is the actual first time I'm seeing them mate on a mating ground. Most of the time I found them chilling, but right now they're actually actively mating.
So that right there is basically a cob club. You can hear them whistle.
And whistling is their mating call. Oh no, she got away. So we just completed our first game drive here at the Queen Elizabeth National Park, and we didn't really get to see that much, and that's because right now it's the dry season. The grass is all dry, and because of that animals have to scatter really far and wide to find food, but we're hoping that we're going to get to see more tomorrow. We've just stopped over at a lookout point which is called the Queen Elizabeth Lookout Point, and basically this is where she stood, looked over the whole vast land and said, hey, this is going to be called Queen Elizabeth National Park. Lately, I've been really excited about the hotels that I've been checking into because I enjoy seeing how different hotels do their interior designs, and the hotels like the Uganda lodges, they've been doing their interior designs so well. Who knows, this could be a segue into me moving into something that's interior design based, because I think interior design is so cool. The way you can just like use different pieces to set up a space. I love it. Ooh. So now we're going to be getting onto this boat. We have it all to ourselves, and we're going to be watching the animals that come to the river banks to drink some water. All aboard! Oh my god! So just like Murchison River, the point of this boat excursion is that right now it's really hot, and so the animals come down to the river banks to drink water, and so when you're on the boat it's easier to see them. Wow, this is luxury.
Here where we are on the shores of Lake Edward, and this lake where we are on right now is shared between Uganda and the Democratic Republic of Congo.
And they even have a top deck where you can view the animals from. Wow. Okay, you definitely can't do this in the Serengeti or Masai Mara. This is so cool. Guys. What? Elephants swimming in the water. Oh my god. Wow, there's so many of them. I've never seen so many elephants in one place like I have today. They're all here at the bank, just chilling, taking a shower, cooling off, and they all look so majestic. You can see up to 12 of them at a go, mixed in with like buffaloes and hippos. This is just purely magical. Hippos, buffaloes, elephant. This is the most breathtaking thing I have ever done. Oh my god, this is what you see in the movies. Wow, I'm out of words right now. So right at the shows was a lot of species of birds, and they were all facing the same direction. Basically they're fisher birds, and because they run out of oxygen, they have to stand towards the direction of the wind so that they can get more oxygen. They look like they were in an assembly. It is so funny. And the cruise continues to impress us. We just saw a lizard chilling on a hippo's back. I can't even, I'm mind blown. What a wonderful way to end our time here at the Queen Elizabeth National Park. Definitely one of my biggest highlights here in Uganda. No regrets, and I highly recommend it. That was amazing.